Good day, ma'am. I'm the presenter, Guevara Russell N.O. from 3CRI-A1-11, presented to Dr. Elenita G. Cuenca. So today I am presenting paraffin test and gunpowder residue. So first lesson objectives: at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, number 1, define gunpowder, and number 2, discuss test of gunpowder nitrates. So slide summary: describe the chemistry of gunpowder. Why do so many terror groups can easily make their own IED or improvised explosive device? So slide number 2. Explain where and how does a shooter get the gunpowder residue? Slide number 3. And describe how gunpowder residue can be detected. Explain the different tests of determining presence of nitrates and lead. Slide number 4. And describe the procedures on how will you conduct a paraffin test. Slide number 5. So let's proceed to the slide number 2. So slide number 2, describe the chemistry of gunpowder. Why do so many terror groups can easily make their own IED or improvised explosive device? So first, ano nga daw po ba tinatawag natin na gunpowder? So ang gunpowder daw po, an explosive consisting of a powder mixture or of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal. So the earliest known propellant explosive, gunpowder, has now largely been superseded by high explosives, although it is still used for quarry blasting in fuses and fireworks. So although it can explode, its principal use is as a propellant. So ang mga historians daw po is naniniwala na nag-originate yung gunpowder doon sa China. Initially, it was used as incendiary. Later, it found application as a fuel or explosive. So, why do so many terror groups can easily make their own IED or improvised explosive device? So, sabi ko nga daw po kanina doon, ang mga terrorist po is nakakagawa ng mas madali na silang nakakagawa ng improvised explosive device nila dahil nga po sa advancements of technology, modernization, and globalization. So, let's proceed to the slide number 5. So, slide number 5, explain where and how does a shooter get the gunpowder residue. So first, ano nga daw po muna yung gunpowder residue or yung gunshot residue? So, yung gunshot residue is the contains burnt particles and some unburned particles. So, and for decades, criminal investigators collected these particles by applying melted paraffin wax to a subject hands. So, sa gunshot residue naman daw po is a deposited on the hands and clothes of a shooter who discharged a firearm. So, let's proceed to the slide number 4. So, describe how gunpowder residue can be detected. Explain the different tests of determining presence of nitrates and leads. So, kung paano daw po ba na-detect natin yung gunpowder residue? So, sa mga researchers daw po have developed a portable electrochemical sensor that allows the detective to quickly detect gunshot residue on a suspect hand to separate the guilty from the innocent. So, let's proceed to the slide number 5. So, describe the procedure on how will you conduct a paraffin test. So, paano nga daw po ba mag-conduct ng paraffin test? So, sa paraffin test daw po is the method of finding gunshot residue or GSR in the hands of a possible shooting suspect. So, the tester daw po will dip the suspect hands in a sort of melted wax. When the wax has had time to cool, so the suspect is left with lovely white wax gloves. So, the wax is then peeled off the hands and they examine for flecks of evidence that he has a gunshot. So, magiging ano po yan, mamumuo po yung wax na yan. So, that's all, ma'am. Thank you.